Hi guys, I'm Purist, and welcome to part 42 of Baldur's Gate 3. Last time, we found our way to a previously unknown part of the map, made a bunch of statues, and defeated a spectator, technically. Not a beholder. But, still, it was a pretty good fight. Anyway, we are currently at camp, so now we're just gonna talk to everyone, and I just remembered that I turned off the sound for purposes, because I just had like my dinner, and I just wanted to watch some videos while I was, you know.
I'd like some time to talk.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
If we can use those tablets for good before extracting them, it could be worth it.
Could be. But I'm not sure either. And I'd rather rely on our wits and our weapons than a tadpole that could be up to anything in there.
You and Miss Zora seem to know each other. The devil that, or the being that Will is, has a pact with. They seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
So it's a, Thanos sending, what's her name? The blue chick. Gamora's sister. Yeah, she hunts down Gamora. I don't know. You kind of see why he was so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
You think she'd keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do.
Yeah.
Devils and their pride.
Osen, what do you have to say?
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Indeed. How do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself.
Uh-huh.
Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
What about the secret stronghold here in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Are you faring out here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Dude, mood. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know.
I'm sure something will come to me, given time.
Oh, there's the mirror. I'm not sure if I should.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the absolute cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I mean, we can use this skill to manipulate these cultists. We'll be fools to refuse it.
Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. The ones we fight with these cultists will be no different. And there will come a battle. Of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips.
Go to a Stalin.
I had another visit from that dream figure.
Oh yeah?
I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
I know, right? Portray the cult, we must be discreet. The temple can help us with that.
And if that fails, then there's always killing them quietly.
Indeed.
Now, was there anything else?
No. Oh, good. So, about you biting me before.
I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble.
Not quite.
Fine. As long as I don't have to go back to animal blood. It's muck. But now that you know what I am, I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included.
Oh, yeah.
And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit, what's the harm?
I mean, that does differentiate him from me. Because he can just... Wait, if he sucks up, like, a bandit's blood into death, does he regain health because of that? I thought I've got a pretty good party, yeah, it sounds pretty good.
As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Indeed. Shadow Art?
Shah's blessings upon you.
Indeed. talk about what's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding up in your estimation?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person, owing to you.
No traps, please.
Alright. Go up.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
Yeah. This is the plan that works, I feel like.
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
Good. What do you make of Raphael?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter.
Ooh.
We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes.
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
Yeah, don't worry, I have no interest in it. Devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
How'd you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me.
Huh.
I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Well, that could be finer than saving a life. Just felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry.
Really?
Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
Is that how you lost your eye in the goblin battle?
It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. Ah, but that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
I think you should kind of get out of this pat.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
Must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Gale.
How can I help?
The protocol of yours, why make it so difficult?
The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. Like I said, I'm dangerous even in death. I'm merely trying to protect those around me. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
Why does it require magic, the condition of yours?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone. An eruption the size of Waterdeep, I think my exact words were.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be gods.
Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
You ever feel the Netherese magic overtaking you? What will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
In the day. Oh no. You started to talk to me again. That.
Oh. My, you startled me. I, was miles away.
Everything alright?
Just pondering what I lost. Mystra commands all magic. Salvation, if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art. Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the Weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Would you like to experience this?
Sorry, I have no interest in such magic.
This interest is such a disheartening condition. Always a pity when opportunities slip us by. Good night.
Seems simple enough.
There we go. Hey. Leaf camp. Back to the corpse of the spectator.
dangerous than I thought.
Ice and go peace. Skeleton. $30. Oh, mate. Don't give me enough. Critical success. Nice.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Another vent. Oh, level 30, man. Jesus. Bugger. Okay.
No hesitation.
Soldier.
Jump.
Quite ready for you.
Let's try this one.
Still breathing, despite everything. These boots have seen everything.
Down here.
What's the story? If you insist.
Directly. Right away.
Behind me.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Actually, yeah. There we go.
No time for Danny.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Swift as my feet can carry me.
There we go. Oh, this is the
A long way to go still. Time to meet your maker.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
is that chest.
A couple turns should do it.
15. Very nice.
Bunch of empty boxes and spider webs. Guess lost cultists haven't been back here in a while.
Piece of page. One strip of paper folded tightly. Dark Mother Weaver of Destiny, offer us a blessing to save your foes. May they be strangled by the threads of fate and dyed red in your image. Lot be praised. Antidote. Basilisk oil. Turn a petrified creature back to its organic form. Cool. Gold. Drow studded leather armor. Stealth +1. Tracing some glossy black spiderweb mark this drow made armor. It's supple but strong, and made to blend in with the dark caves and crevices of the Underdark. Well, yes, I'm going to equip that. Oh, now I look the part. Look at that. That's fucking cool. Ooh, other things. On educating the faithful.
Better not be cursed.
An excerpt from a lengthy speech by Grand Matron Tare, first delivered in Menzo Baronson and recorded by a Solderian spy. Praise be to Loloth, mother of all drow. Her web binds us body and soul and strangers the unworthy before they can draw breath. Those who stand before me have proven their worth. You shall educate all new converts to Loloth's laws using any means necessary. Many of them fear the goddess, as they should, but their faith is not yet true. Their minds are simple and shall be treated accordingly. They must follow the order of every priestess like a sacred degree. They must never cover their eyes and insult Loloth's gift. They must honor the house that raised them from their pathetic, treasonous origins. They must keep their secrets upon pain of death. Ensure that death is public should the time ever come. Loloth smiles on those who are creative in the matters of torture. Spider eggs.
Need to find a way forward.
Whoa!
Something big.
Okay, stop. Trowel.
What's hiding here? Half this drow's body is crushed. Must have fallen from pretty high up.
Stroll of fly. Crossbow. Barama. Hidebound journal. One favor. One faithful servant. That is all I summoned. No more, no less than malice to Odin ever had, or indeed the mother of lusts herself. The Yochlol was tried to sight in all its forms. I've read of its foul odor, but I found it intoxicating like rosewater. So it smashed a few artifacts, hissed at a master. The Archmage should have revered me for such conjuring. Instead, he threatened to curse me to make me a drider. Yet my time will come. Soon I will return to Menzo Baronson and Sorcerer. Then the Archmage will worship me. I will be served.
Think I found something. seems like the best way.
Here.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
Arcane turret.
I'd love to, thanks. All right.
Ready and willing.
Listen to slashing, piercing fire. Vulnerable to lightning. All right.
One by one.
Can't afford to stay idle.
die.
What do you want? Oh yeah. Oh, so is this a sentient weapon? That's cool. Control the weapon.
Let's get going. Softer than a whisper. Never wanted the easy path. I just want a little. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Da, da, da.
Shoot it again.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
What's next?
Huh. There's one up there.
Got to press on.
All right. What now? Breathe deep and move.
No, 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 no. Oh, down.
time for mercy.
Wanna dance? Down the hatch.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems to have no fit.
My faith will guide me.
Hmm.
Never a dull moment. Never wanted the easy path.
Step it again. Why is this one way more sturdy?
There we go.
One with the weave.
There we go. What is this place? Can't move it.
What's that?
Yes, of course.
Come on, Gail, what have you found? War pick.
Let's get going.
There's no time to waste.
There we go.
Let's move. What's inside?
Unlock chest.
Another step forward. Come on, open up.
Give me guidance, please. Nice. Another hammer. Sorry, hit the microphone. Searing Smite. Ooh. Five to 15 damage. 1d6 plus 3 piercing plus 1d6 fire. Gives an extra 1 to 6 fire damage and sets it on fire, and it takes 1 to 6 fire damage every turn for 10 turns. That's bloody good. Can I actually still like use it? Oh, it's a thrown weapon. That's interesting. Okay, Karlak. Silver ingot. Mine. Mine. Oopsie, wrong button. I want to know what's inside here. Arcane Tower.
Wizard's Tower is a sanctum, a private place for research and respite. But as this wizard's not home, I say we take a peek.
I tend to agree.
No way to ignite these. Strange.
Lockpick. We'll unlock the door and then that'll be it for this week. 15. whatever this tower is full of, I'm guessing it doesn't want to be found. So, please join me next week for more Baldur's Gate 3. Or stay tuned for tomorrow where I have some Cyberpunk to get through. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I've been Purist, signing off.